The glittering lights of New York City have always served as the ultimate backdrop for moments that define modern pop culture, drawing the world's most influential figures into its magnetic orbit. On this particular evening, the atmosphere inside the grand ballroom of the Marriott Marquis Hotel felt noticeably charged, humming with an undeniable energy that signaled something truly historic was about to unfold. Gathering under one roof were legends of cinema, titans of the music industry, and elite athletes, creating a rare convergence of talent that happens only a few times in a generation. Photographers lined the entrances, their flashes illuminating the steady stream of high-profile guests who arrived in formal attire, each adding to the growing sense of anticipation that filled the air. For weeks, rumors had circulated about who would attend this monumental gathering, and as the room filled to capacity, the sheer scale of the evening's importance became impossible to ignore. Every whisper in the crowd, every clinking glass, and every focused gaze toward the main stage hinted at a celebration that would be remembered for decades to come, anchoring another unforgettable chapter in the cultural fabric of Manhattan. To ensure you never miss out on exclusive deep dives into major cultural milestones and behind-the-scenes stories like this one, take a quick moment to hit the subscribe button and join our community. As the lights finally began to dim, signaling the official start of the evening's proceedings, a hush fell over the audience, shifting the collective focus to the front of the room where history was actively being written. To fully understand the gravity of this night, one must look back at the incredible journeys that brought these individuals to this specific room in the heart of Times Square. The road to achieving the pinnacle of recognition in any creative field is notoriously long, grueling, and filled with relentless scrutiny, making the ultimate celebration of such achievements feel all the more triumphant. Over the years, the venue itself has hosted countless legendary gatherings, but tonight felt distinctly different, characterized by an intimate yet grand celebration of enduring legacy and artistic mastery. Seated at the center of attention was a collection of individuals whose work has shaped the global cultural landscape, bridging generations and uniting millions of fans worldwide through their unique talents. Among the distinguished guests, industry veterans shared conversations with contemporary visionaries, exchanging stories of past triumphs and future ambitions over candlelit tables. The evening was designed not just as a standard award ceremony, but as a deeply personal reflection on creative endurance, dedication, and the powerful impact of storytelling across different mediums. Every element of the event, from the carefully curated musical arrangements to the elegant decor, was crafted to honor a journey that began decades ago and continues to evolve in spectacular fashion as the program advanced. The sense of camaraderie within the room grew stronger, breaking down the usual barriers that separate different spheres of entertainment. It is rare to see the worlds of professional sports, Hollywood cinema, and the global music industry blend so seamlessly, yet the mutual respect shared among the attendees was palpable. At one prominent table, the gathering of family members and close confidants highlighted the deep personal support systems that exist behind every public icon, reminding everyone that great achievements are rarely accomplished alone. The laughter and shared glances between the guests painted a picture of genuine joy and relief, offering a rare glimpse into their private worlds away from the relentless glare of stadium lights and stadium-sized concert stages. Nearby, visionary filmmakers and legendary musicians engaged in animated discussions, finding common ground in their shared passion for pushing the boundaries of their respective crafts. This unique blend of personalities created a vibrant tapestry of shared experiences, where the common thread was an unwavering commitment to excellence and a refusal to settle for anything less than extraordinary. The anticipation continued to build as the night progressed toward its primary purpose, with presenters taking the stage to offer heartfelt tributes and share personal anecdotes about the evening's honorees. Each speech served as a powerful reminder of the dedication required to reach such heights, detailing the countless hours spent perfecting a craft away from the spotlight. The audience listened intently, frequently breaking into spontaneous applause as familiar milestones and legendary achievements were recounted from the podium. It became increasingly clear that the event was not merely celebrating a single moment of success, but rather a sustained lifetime of influence that has fundamentally altered the way people experience art and entertainment. The atmosphere remained thick with excitement, a collective acknowledgement that everyone in attendance was witnessing a truly historic milestone. As the stage prepared for the next segment of the evening, The energy in the room reached a fever pitch, setting the perfect stage for the unfolding drama and celebration that lay ahead. The emotional peak of the evening arrived as the spotlight focused on the main table, where Taylor Swift sat alongside her fiancé, Travis Kelce, celebrating her historic induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. For Swift, who is 36 years old, this induction marked a monumental milestone, officially cementing her status as the youngest woman ever to be welcomed into this elite institution. The achievement requires an artist to maintain a notable music catalog for a minimum qualification period of 20 years, a timeline Swift successfully met having released her very first debut track, the iconic song Tim McGraw, all the way back in the year 2006. Sitting beside her to witness this historic coronation was Kelce, also 36, who had literally just completed a grueling 3-day mandatory minicamp with the Kansas City Chiefs in Missouri before immediately jetting across the country to New York City. The elite NFL tight end and 3-time Super Bowl champion had spent the preceding days participating in intense strength and conditioning activities, rigorous on-field drills, and complex offensive versus defensive team exercises under the watchful eyes of his coaching staff. Despite the immense physical toll of the mandatory practices and the looming approach of his 14th professional football season next month, Kelce made it an absolute priority to ensure he would not miss his fiancée, making music history. Their shared table at the Marriott Marquis Hotel quickly became the focal point of the entire room, beautifully reflecting a unique intersection of peak athletic dominance and unprecedented global musical influence. Adding to the deeply intimate and celebratory atmosphere of the historic evening was the presence of their families, making the high-profile event a heartwarming family affair. Seated comfortably at the very same table were the couple's supportive mothers, Andrea Swift and Donna Kelce, who watched with visible pride as their children celebrated their respective world-class achievements together. The genuine warmth at the table caught the attention of everyone in the grand ballroom, especially as social media clips began circulating online, showing the couple fully immersing themselves in the joyful spirit of the evening. In several widely shared videos, Swift and Kelce were seen rising to their feet, happily dancing along to Beyoncé's timeless anthem Single Ladies, completely unbothered by the countless cameras surrounding them. The couple's infectious energy seemed to spark a chain reaction throughout the front rows of the venue, drawing other legendary figures into their immediate orbit. Sitting directly beside the pop icon was legendary Hollywood director Steven Spielberg, who spent a significant portion of the evening chatting enthusiastically with Swift as she grooved to the rhythm of Rihanna's global hit song Umbrella. The effortless blending of Hollywood royalty, sports icons, and musical legends created an electric, highly charged environment where the usual boundaries of fame seemed to completely dissolve into shared artistic appreciation. The celebratory energy reached even greater heights when a powerful live performance of the classic song Proud Mary echoed through the venue, instantly getting both Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce completely out of their seats to dance together. The sight of the 3-time Super Bowl champion moving in perfect synchronization with the 12-time Grammy Award winner captivated the entire audience, including Steven Spielberg himself. While the iconic filmmaker's highly anticipated newest cinematic project, titled Disclosure Day, is not scheduled for public release until Friday, Spielberg happily stepped completely behind the camera for a brief moment during the gala, using his own device. The legendary director personally recorded a candid video clip of the joyous couple dancing and singing along as the legendary John Fogerty took the stage to perform the iconic Creedence Clearwater Revival hit song Fortunate Son. This surreal moment, featuring one of the greatest directors in cinema history, filming a pop superstar and an NFL legend dancing to a classic rock anthem, instantly came to define the unique magic of the night. It perfectly captured the essence of an evening designed to honor true creative mastery, where every single guest, regardless of their own massive achievements, became a genuine fan of the artistry being celebrated on the stage as the formal induction ceremony proceeded. The Songwriters Hall of Fame officially recognized the incredible depth and lasting cultural impact of Taylor Swift's expansive musical catalog. Among the key definitive tracks specifically highlighted by the organization during her induction were monumental hits such as the critically acclaimed All Too Well 10-minute version Taylor's Version, the chart-topping pop masterpiece Blank Space, the deeply introspective track Anti-Hero, the career-defining classic Love Story, and the vivid storytelling masterpiece The Last Great American Dynasty. These songs represented just a small fraction of the melodies that have defined the global cultural landscape for the past 2 decades, earning her a rightful place among the greatest composers of all time. Swift was inducted into the prestigious Hall of Fame alongside an incredibly illustrious class of legendary musicians, including alternative rock icon Alanis Morissette, singer-songwriter Kenny Loggins, and the founding members of the theatrical rock band Kiss, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. The star-studded class of inductees also featured immensely influential industry figures such as Christopher Tricky Stewart, Walter Afanasieff, Graham Lyle, and Terry Britton, making the class one of the most creatively diverse and accomplished groups in recent memory. This historic induction in New York City capped off an extraordinarily busy and star-studded week for Taylor Swift, who had been crisscrossing the United States for various major high-profile appearances. Just 2 days prior, on Tuesday evening, the singer-songwriter was spotted in Los Angeles attending the highly anticipated world premiere of the animated film Toy Story 5. At that star-studded Hollywood event, Swift delighted the audience by taking the stage to perform a special rendition of the classic song You've Got a Friend in Me alongside the legendary composer Randy Newman. Furthermore, it was officially revealed to the public that Swift's brand new, highly anticipated original track, titled I Knew It, I Knew You, is set to be featured prominently on the official soundtrack of the forthcoming Pixar animated feature film. Following that cinematic event, Swift immediately flew back to the East Coast to attend Game 4 of the professional basketball finals at Madison Square Garden on Wednesday night, where she was seen cheering from courtside seats alongside actress Mariska Hargitay and 2 of her closest friends from the musical group Haim. This whirlwind series of high-profile public appearances across the country perfectly demonstrated Swift's current cultural omnipresence, showcasing an artist operating at the absolute peak of her powers across music, film, and sports. The intense public interest surrounding the couple is only expected to grow exponentially as the summer progresses, with all eyes currently fixed on their upcoming personal plans. Following her historic induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the conclusion of Kelce's mandatory team obligations, the couple is reportedly planning to return to the iconic New York City venue to officially tie the knot. Sources close to the couple have indicated that they are preparing to get married on or around the highly anticipated July 3rd holiday weekend, a date that promises to bring even more media attention to their already high-profile relationship. For Travis Kelce, this brief window of celebration represents a vital moment of personal joy before he must officially report back to the Kansas City Chiefs training camp next month to begin the grueling preparation for his 14th NFL season. The incredible dedication he showed by traveling instantly from a mandatory team minicamp in Missouri to a ballroom in Manhattan perfectly illustrates the deep bond shared by the couple, proving that no matter how demanding their professional schedules become, they will always find a way to stand by each other during life's most historic moments. The journey that culminated in this unforgettable evening at the Marriott Marquis Hotel represents far more than just a sequence of high-profile public appearances, serving instead as a powerful testament to 2 extraordinary paths of dedication and excellence intersecting at the absolute peak of their respective industries. To truly appreciate the scale of Taylor Swift's historic induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, one must look back at the relentless work ethic that has defined her career since she first arrived in Nashville as an aspiring teenage songwriter. When she released her debut single Tim McGraw in the year 2006, few could have fully predicted that the young girl with an acoustic guitar would fundamentally restructure the global music economy and rewrite the rulebooks of stadium entertainment. Over the course of 20 years, her writing rooms transformed from quiet, private spaces into a massive global apparatus capable of moving economic markets and capturing the collective imagination of millions. Each song recognized by the institution, from the complex emotional architecture of All Too Well to the sharp cultural commentary of Blank Space, represents a distinct era of modern history, serving as a mirror for a generation that grew up alongside her. Her ability to maintain this level of creative dominance for 2 full decades is what ultimately satisfied the strict eligibility criteria of the Hall of Fame, positioning her among iconic peers like Alanis Morissette and the members of Kiss, who have similarly left an indelible mark on global audio culture simultaneously. The journey of Travis Kelce throughout his 14 seasons in the National Football League mirrors this exact same commitment to enduring mastery, making their partnership a fascinating study in shared ambition. Entering the league as a raw, highly athletic talent, Kelce steadily transformed himself into one of the most reliable, clutch, and dominant tight ends to ever play the game of professional football. His 3 Super Bowl championships with the Kansas City Chiefs were not merely products of luck, but the direct result of the exact same grueling, repetitive labor that was on display during the mandatory 3-day minicamp he attended immediately prior to landing in New York City. The physical toll of running precise routes, absorbing heavy collisions, and mastering complex offensive playbooks in the intense heat of Missouri requires a rare level of psychological discipline. That Kelce could seamlessly transition from the intense, muddy reality of an NFL practice field to the refined elegance of a Manhattan gala speaks volumes about his character and his unwavering devotion to supporting his fiancée. It is a rare dynamic where neither individual overshadows the other. Instead, they stand as equals on separate summits of American culture, appreciating the immense weight of each other's professional responsibilities and public expectations. This mutual understanding of extreme public scrutiny and professional drive has created a unique sanctuary for the couple, which was clearly visible in the genuine, unscripted moments captured throughout their big night in New York. When Steven Spielberg raised his camera to film them dancing to Fortunate Son, he wasn't just capturing 2 celebrities enjoying a party, he was documenting a rare moment of pure, unadulterated human happiness operating entirely outside the boundaries of their massive professional brands. For a director who has spent a lifetime capturing the human condition on celluloid, the raw authenticity of their shared joy evidently possessed a cinematic quality all its own. Same's effortless charm was on full display during Swift's recent appearance at the star-studded premiere of Toy Story 5 in Los Angeles, where her collaboration with the legendary Randy Newman on You've Got a Friend in Me highlighted her unique ability to honor tradition while continuing to innovate. The inclusion of her upcoming track I Knew It, I Knew You in the Pixar cinematic universe further demonstrates that her creative fountain remains completely undiminished even as she prepares for major personal milestones. Whether she is cheering courtside at Madison Square Garden with close friends or standing before a room of industry veterans to accept a historic honor, Swift approaches each moment with an unmistakable groundedness that has kept her anchored throughout 2 decades of unprecedented fame. As the couple looks forward to their reported wedding plans around the upcoming July 3rd holiday weekend back in New York City, the event marks a beautiful convergence of their public legacies and private dreams. This forthcoming union represents a rare moment of pause in 2 lives that are otherwise defined by constant movement, massive crowds, and relentless scheduling demands. For Kelce, the brief summer intermission will swiftly give way to the demanding atmosphere of the Kansas City Chiefs' official training camp next month, where the pursuit of another championship season begins anew. For Swift, the journey continues to expand into new artistic mediums, cinematic collaborations, and enduring musical explorations that ensure her catalog will continue to grow long after this historic induction. The presence of their mothers, Andrea and Donna, at the Marriott Marquis table served as a beautiful grounding reminder that despite the stadium lights, the historic awards, and the global media attention, their lives remain anchored by the foundational family values that guided them from the very beginning of their respective journeys. Ultimately, this historic evening in Manhattan was less about the individual accolades and far more about celebrating the enduring power of exceptional storytelling, dedication, and genuine human connection in an increasingly fast-paced world. By becoming the youngest woman ever inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, Taylor Swift did not just claim another trophy for her crowded mantle. She permanently validated the emotional experiences of the millions of listeners who have found solace, joy, and companionship in her lyrics over the last 20 years. And by standing proudly by her side immediately after leaving the practice fields of Missouri, Travis Kelce demonstrated that true partnership is defined by showing up when it matters most, bridging the gap between 2 vast worlds to celebrate a legacy that is actively being written in real time.